What's up, Techno fam? What is going on? Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about file playback on the Reavon X100 and X200. Now, why is file playback important? Well, I'll just tell you this. File playback, or the lack thereof, in the Panasonic players was the reason why I sold my UB9000 and the reason why I gave away the UB820 like for, I think, 50,000 subscribers. I forget. One of those things. I still have the UB420 just to like check out a few things, when I need to. But the bottom line is file playback is huge for my workflow. Now, currently I have a SACD here with a bunch of movies on there that I ripped 1:1, 4K, HDR, immersive audio, and even the Blu-rays that have Oro 3D. They're all on this drive. All the demo discs, everything is on this drive down here. Now, file playback is great because I can be upstairs, and when I need to go through movies to, review speakers, or go through music to review the speakers or the AVR or whatever it is I need to review and look at, all my content is in one place. One of the big advantages is that I suck with discs. Like, I have no idea where I put these things. Sometimes they're in the wrong case, or they're in a player, or they're just, I don't know. So I have them pretty much in a storage unit, and that's it. I actually went to the storage unit to take out some discs to test out disc playback on the Rivons. So yeah, I have them back in the house now, but for the most part, file playback is a huge deal. So last week, Thursday, I stacked up the X100, X200, and the Oppo 203 all together, and I was trying out 4K ripped files with HDR and all that stuff. And one thing I noticed was with the Rivons, I wasn't getting any HDR, and that was pretty odd, and that kind of sucked. And I was just like, huh. So I made a little spreadsheet with all my findings, and literally like 5-10 minutes after I finished, I get an email from them saying that they have a pre-release update that they'd like me to check out. So just call me Techno Guinea Pig Dad or whatever. So anyway, all good. I'm totally fine with that. So the update is only for the X200, and it brings SACD functionality and file playback with HDR support. And when I read that, I was just like, huh, is this what they're talking about? Have they fixed the HDR situation? And yes, they have. After I did the update, which was pretty simple, you put a file on a thumb drive and you go open the file, you go to like update or whatever in the menu. It's not hard at all. So once that was completed, I tried more file playback on the X200 and everything works. The update cured the HDR issue, and I am able to play MKV and M2TS 1:1 rips in 4K HDR with immersive audio. Whether it be Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, or IMAX Enhanced, all of these are supported. And not only just USB, I was able to access the files both from the USB port and through the network via my SACD. All I have to do is select the SACD, and since there's no login, I just keep that blank. And I search through the SACD like I normally would on the Oppo, go to 4K movies, and I have all of my movies here in one spot that I can access, and it gives me everything that I would get if I was to, put in a disc. So that is huge. Now, the one unfortunate part about file playback on the Rivon is it does not play ISO files or BDMV folders. Now, the Oppo wasn't able to support ISO files either, but it did play BDMV folders, and that's the full backup. And if you used that, you could back up everything. You'll have all the different audios, you'll have all the different subtitles, the menus, all that kind of stuff. And it also included Dolby Vision. So that was kind of nice that the Oppo did that. The Rivon, however, does not. Another thing is playing music. I have music on my external hard drive as FLAC and DSD, and they both play normally. You just have to go to the music part of the menu and then navigate to the drive and then the music folder. And it's just the basic file folder structure. It's nothing fancy, but if you've ever seen an Oppo playing music files, this is pretty much what the Oppo looks like when you are playing audio files. Now, the update is only for the X200, and it does support SACD. Now, unfortunately, the X100, the cheaper unit, does not support SACD, which kind of sucks because that would have been cool. Even if they added that, I don't think that would have been a big deal. You still get the balanced outputs with the X200. So I think that's plenty of differentiation enough. But yeah, not sure why they wanted to leave SACD out of the X100. But hey, they got to do what they got to do. So I popped in the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon SACD, which is mixed in 5.1, and it plays as it should without any issues. It plays just like when I use it in the Oppo 203. I even have it upmixed to Oro 3D, and it already sounded pretty crazy in 5.1, and now that I've upmixed it to Oro 3D, it sounds insane. So if you have all this going on, definitely give it a try. You're not going to be disappointed. Now, I believe this also adds DVD audio support. Now, I don't have a DVD audio disc, so I did order one. It should be coming in next week, so I'll be able to test out that functionality once the disc arrives. But as far as SACDs are concerned, this thing plays them without any kind of issue. And so for those of you wondering, will I replace my Oppo 203 with the X200? Well, I'm not 100% sure just yet, but I'll tell you this, it is one step closer. Now, one of the weird things is if you download some of these, MKVs from the internet that are, 4K and HDR with Atmos, for some reason, those that are the non-rips, like that I do here at the house, have some weird aspect ratio thing. Like everything looks like kind of squashed, and no matter how many times I hit the zoom button, it still just looks a little wonky. So it kind of doesn't do that well. The Oppo 203 plays them fine. So I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't really do that a whole lot, so my one-to-one rips work just fine. So I don't know. I might replace the Oppo. I might not. I don't know. Again, I have to see how things go in the next coming weeks. One of the cool parts is the folks at Rivon and Zapiti have said that they are trying to get all of the problems solved, all the bugs ironed out, and get all the functionality of these players up and running as soon as possible. And I would imagine they're probably going to send me the update before they actually roll it out so I can test on my own and see what's going on. And of course, to let you guys know what is happening with the X100 and the X200. So again, this update was only for the X200, so they're going to roll it out. They haven't given me a timeline yet, but it does add file playback capability, and they are working on this same update for the X100 as we speak. Well, that's it. Quick video. Well, I hope it was quick. Anyway, just want to let you guys know what's happening with these players. Again, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments or hit me up on social or email. I have been posting about these players in the Reavon X100 and X200 threads on a couple of forums, which I'll link down at the bottom if you guys want to join over there or just watch what transpires. I, can put up more information on the forums first before I make a video, obviously, because there's a lot going on. Okay. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. I was able to access and... Damn it.
Beep.